Check this out. That's not good. Oh my God. I'm gonna call her. Anyways, Alright, on this video, it's going to be a build update. I've done a lot of stuff to the car through the last video I posted. It's been raining, it's been hot as heck, so I really haven't been motivated to record, but I am excited to show you what I've been doing to it. I also want to show you my 2.4 liter motor out of my 240Z. The reason why I pulled it out is because it's locked up. Don't plan on reusing it. Why it's in a jack stand is because I'm going to take all this apart and use this motor to test fit my turbo and my intercooler piping. While the 2.8 liters at the machine shop getting boarded out for bigger pistons, I'm gonna take advantage and use this motor for do some fabrication. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a time lapse of me dismounting this. I'm sure you're gonna see me stressing out because it's nothing but rusty bolts, but hey, that's a Datsun for you. But all right, talk to you. It's exciting when you're tearing down a motor that you don't know about, and to see that's freaking cool. I like that. I'm actually planning on doing the same thing to my 280ZX 2.8 liter heads. I don't know if this is factory, but I'm pretty sure that's a good thing. That's a good sign. So I'm curious to see what kind of cam it has. But obviously it's trash. The motor is, it's going to be rebuilt. So I'll go ahead and get my turbo manifold, get my intake manifold, get that bolted on, and then start routing my turbo piping. And let's go. All right, guys, I'm gonna try not to do too much talking, but there's a few things I want to point out to you in case you're doing this type of build. I got my turbo exhaust installed. Got 3 bolts on there. I also went ahead and used the old gasket so that when I do a final install, I won't have any clearance issues. I also got my 2.8 intake. The 2.8 intake hole mounts does not match the 2.4 heads, but I have it strapped on. It's flush, so it's on there. The reason why I want the intake manifold on is so that I won't run into any clearance issues when I do the final install. So as you can see is I got to cut some of the pipe so it'll be flush. And the fact that it has a 25 to 35 degree angle, I'll definitely clear my frame rail. Also another thing, my T3 flange, it's got some threads on there, so I'm going to drill those out so that it'll just slide right in. And the reason why I'm doing that, in case I forgot, I am not doing a driver's side mount turbo like it originally is. I am doing a passenger side turbo. So my pipe is going to run from out of the exhaust turbo manifold, underneath the oil pan, and right back out. So I'm going to try to get as close to the oil filter as I can, and then get it installed right here. I am running a oil filter relocation kit, and I'm also running an oil cooler kit. So my oil will be pretty cool in case the pipe gets pretty hot. I'm also going to wrap the exhaust pipe. All right, in case y'all guys are wondering, I am using a 2 1/4 inch piping with a T3 flange with the max heating rod turbo. It's the T70. So this is what I mean about a passenger side mount turbo. Yeah. I already clocked the inlet turbo to pointing at 6 o'clock. I have it nice and well. Took it to Wireworks. He finished it off for me. If y'all saw in the video, I tagged on some little brackets on the driver's side and passenger side so that when the 280ZX has 2 bolts on top of the block, so that I can bolt the bracket. That way when I'm driving, it's not bouncing up and down and destroys my cracks, and turbo won't fall on me. So Yeah, so originally the motor is bolted on to the exhaust manifold itself. My intake manifold sits on top, so the main issue of me doing this setup is for heating issues, so that my intake manifold is not cooking. Also, the ups on the having a passenger side mount turbo is the oil system. It's just right here. It's just a little small hose going straight to the oil feed, and then a little oil return to the oil pan. So it's gonna make it look clean, simple. Don't want to look. I want it to look as clean and simple as possible. So even with the wire harness, it's gonna be wire tuck. I'm using the Haltech. I'm also using the Haltech display, so it's gonna be pretty cool with this 280ZX. Other than that, I'm gonna wrap this video up. The next video is me installing this 2.4 liter motor into the 280ZX. That way I can mock up my downpipe, mock up my intercooler piping, and I'm pretty confident once I get all this done, I should get a phone call from the machine shop saying that the motor is ready for me to pick up. So I'm excited to get that 2.8 liter back and show y'all what I did to that. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.